Good morning and welcome to Dubai. We got here last night on a bus across the desert from Oman, and just like we do every time we stay in a country for a long time. Morning. Just like we do every time we stay in a country for a long time, we're just gonna do a quick video talking about if Oman is safe to travel, with some tips and tricks along the way. Oh, this sure does make a nice change from wild camping. So the first thing I want to talk about the safety in Oman is the people. The people, in comparison to the rest of the Middle East that we've experienced, are very actually chilled out, reserved, quite private people. It's not like Jordan or Palestine where they come up to you, they're like, oh hello, blah, blah, photo, where are you from, They're actually quite, yeah, private, which is good in some ways and bad in other ways. But one thing for sure is they're very, yeah, it's very relaxed there. You don't ever feel in danger from them. You don't ever feel like you want peace and quiet. It's a really nice atmosphere, especially if you're on like a beach holiday kind of thing. You're just looking to relax. And when they're called upon to help you, they are the most helpful, nice people ever. Like if any of you saw our video, the part where we got stuck in the desert and we went to find someone to help our 4x4 out the sand, they were like, oh yeah, come in, have breakfast, have some food, we'll help you for sure. It's like when called upon, they're incredibly helpful, but for the most part they'll just leave you to it, which makes a nice change. And yeah, it feels incredibly safe there. You'll love the people in Oman, they're amazing. The next part we want to talk about is transport. So by far the easiest way to get around Oman, and the safest way, not that any way to get around is dangerous, is in your own car. So
4x4?
Yeah, preferably a 4x4. There are lots of, again, if you've watched our Oman videos, you can see a lot of the places we reach you can only get to in a 4x4, like the desert, the most isolated beaches, the most quiet, kind of beautiful places you can only get to in a 4x4. So if you can afford it, you can get to nice places in a normal car, but if you're going to do it, definitely if you can, get a 4x4.
I think especially if you're camping.
Yes.
Yeah.
Especially if you're camping. If you want those amazing wild camping spots, do it in a 4x4. And if you don't have a driving license, then
we didn't see that many buses, but I think there are buses.
Yeah, there are buses. Or you can do like kind of guided tours where like you're not in like a massive coach, you're in like lots of little cars, which is looks fine as well if you don't want to drive, you're not comfortable driving. But I'd say as well, the road quality there is amazing. Everything's well lit. It's not like other parts of the Middle East where there's potholes, there's no street lights. It's, yeah, by far the best way to get around is a car.
I'd say the only thing, like, dangerous thing about the 4x4 is like you just gotta know how to get yourself out of situations with them. For example, like when you drive into the desert, just be a bit wary and research as to like how you do that and things.
Yeah, so part of driving a 4x4 is like you should be prepared to get stuck at some points and knowing how to get yourself out of it. So like taking pressure out the tires, digging yourself out a hole and using gravity, or better still, go around in a group. So if you've got mates, get 2 4x4s and then you can just drag each other out easy. But also like that's part of the fun.
Yeah, but just beware.
Yeah, and also if you are in a 4x4 driving to the desert wild camping, if you want to stay safe, bring lots of water and always have emergency supplies.
And stay kind of close to the road and map your route. Make
yeah,
sure you know
if you're not super experienced and you're on your own, stay close to the road, make sure you let people know where you're going, and yeah, you'll have a great time.
Enjoy!
Check out my BMX, by the way. Tilly's cousin's BMX. Haven't ridden a BMX for so long. Nah, jokes. The final thing we want to talk about, same as all our safety videos, is going out at night and safety as a woman. So at night in the Middle East, I mean, we didn't really go out at night in Muscat, so we can't really comment, but we obviously slept in the wild. We're driving around in the dark. To be fair, we were out in Nizwa.
Yeah.
At night, and yeah, just like all of Oman is incredibly safe. No one hassles you, no one bothers you at all. They just, yeah, let you have fun.
You don't feel threatened.
Yeah, no, it's perfectly legal to wild camp as well. In fact, they actively encourage it. There's lots of nice spots for it. Tourism in Oman is not huge. It's not like a massive tourist destination.
They're trying to kind of get it going, aren't they?
Yeah, that's what I was going to say. So which means a lot of the places there, like, it's obviously free to wild camp. A lot of the tourist attractions are free to go in, which is like,
we didn't really pay for any apart from, I can't really think.
the fort was one
Yes,
riyal.
1 riyal.
For 2 people, which is like £2.50. So yeah, when you go there, like once you rent the car, and especially if you're wild camping, all you're really spending money on is food, which is great.
And
for
once
if you're
you get like a gas camper and stuff.
yeah, which is great
gas
if
cooker.
you're like a budget traveler like us. So yeah, at night it's super safe. The whole country is amazingly safe. They're very nice people.
Yeah.
And as a woman, what would you say it's like comparative to obviously the West and other Middle Eastern countries?
They're a lot more private, so they kind of don't bother you and don't really look or anything really. They're very private and quiet, aren't they?
Yeah, it's almost like I think
Omanis.
Egypt. They're like they shout at you. They say stuff to you. Jordan, they kind of look, but they don't say. Here, they just it's like
it's like different levels. Isn't
yeah,
it?
it's like we've kind of reached the really nice, just like chilled out atmosphere. So if you're a woman solo traveler,
Oh yeah, I'd say it's definitely safe as a solo.
super safe, and you feel
Solo
perfectly
traveller.
comfortable there the whole time. It's
Obviously, you have to keep your wits about you everywhere you go, but still, it's very safe.
yeah,
I felt
of
very
course,
safe.
of course.
I've definitely got a Sula.
Definitely what?
Got a Sula. Sweaty upper lip alert.
A sweaty upper lip alert. Yeah, it's very hot in Dubai, even though it's
Boy.
winter. And we were in Oman in the winter, and my word was it hot. Like we've been working up at 7 AM in our tent every day,
Sure, we would be if we were camping here,
and it was like an oven.
but we've got a nice bed here.
So yeah, if you are gonna go, I'd go like December, January, or late November is the best probably.
Definitely.
So it's my word, is it hot there? And it's
Yeah.
not the rest of the Middle East or where we were is very dry heat, whereas there's humidity there. It's intense, similar to here. I'm so hot right now.
I'm absolutely sweating. We need to go back to the aircon.
Yeah, let's go home.
Tilly's back with her cooking.
Oh, it's nice to have some home cooked food again.
Like, I put some sriracha on it.
Yeah, I'm getting it all on there.
Fail.
Okay, so yeah, to conclude, Oman is a very, very safe and lovely place to go. What are you laughing at?
It's great.
Yeah, it's great there, and like, yeah, the people are incredibly nice. They won't hassle you. They're not like, come into my restaurant. They're not like, buy this, buy that,
There's none of
blah,
that,
blah.
is
There's no
there?
scams. There's no nothing. It's just a very relaxing, enjoyable place to go. Whether you're self-driving, whether you're on a tour, whether you're a solo female traveler, a solo male traveler, a couple,
Like us.
a family, or like old people, like our parents.
Eddie! They're
What?
not going to be happy with those comments, are they?
Yeah, it's a great place to go. I'd highly recommend it. Go there, have a great time, and all
More
we'd say-
nature rather than, I'd say, like, culture.
Yeah, it's relaxing. It's nice scenery, mountains,
Yeah.
beaches. Also, get a sim for navigation, and if you can,
You can get unlimited data as a tourist. You
yes,
need
I've got to mention that. So go to Omantel, and you can get unlimited data for
Yeah.
10 days, which is all I think you need in Oman is 10 days, unless you want to go to the far
Maybe
south,
2
but it's
weeks,
just like
yeah.
desert. Yeah, Omantel for 20 reals, which is like, I don't know, £40, $45. So yeah, that's it. That's it.
Enjoy!
Enjoy. Have a great time in Oman.